Okay, this is going to be my Apple Watch story. Um, I bought this uh, Black Friday last year. Got a pretty good deal on it. It's the Model 3. It's not the most current, but it's what it's got is that little heart right there. That's what I wanted it for. Um, Simply put, I've had some instances the last year or two, actually longer, that made me wonder if I was really going to be okay. And I knew that I couldn't live 45 plus years of smoking cigarettes and eating just whatever I wanted to and get off scot-free. And so anyway, I went to the VA and they did a stress test on me, and they said everything was fine. So that kind of gave me a little false sense of security. But I went ahead and bought this watch anyway. So a couple of weeks ago, y'all might have seen my little post on Facebook about the strawberry ice cream and the fresh strawberries and how I love springtime. Well, I poured some milk in there to make it even colder, and I developed this pain in my chest, and but it was nothing more than just like heartburn, but it felt kind of like that brain freeze that you get. So I kept thinking that ice cream wasn't melting or something. I need to drink a cup of coffee and melt it, but it went away after about 40 minutes or so. And it was starting to get hot outside, so I brought Clarence inside and turned the air conditioners on because he was panting. And while I was in there laying down with him, my watch started thumping my wrist. That's one of the things it does. It gets your attention. And let me see if I can bring it up. But it comes up with your heartbeat. And right now it's 83 beats per minute, 5 minutes ago. And but anyway, it said my heartbeat, there it is, 84. It said my heartbeat was 164 beats per minute. Now, that kind of scared me, and I didn't know what to do. And so I called a friend of mine, Sharon, and she said I need to go to the hospital. And so I was getting in my truck, and her fiance drove up in my driveway, and he drove me to the hospital. And so I went down there, and they did a blood test and said I had needed to go to Winston-Salem to Forsyth, and I did. And I got down there, and I did a heart catheterization, and they said I don't remember exactly. I know one was completely blocked, but the guy said that I need to go on and have surgery, and that was on a Wednesday. And I had surgery Friday morning, and had 3 bypasses. They call them cabbages, which is weird. The way it's spelled, it's not spelled like cabbage, but it's an acronym for cardiac bypass, and they call them cabbages, and it's weird. Every time I hear it, it's weird. But anyway, I can tell you that I've had these feelings, these little instances, for a long time, over a year, maybe 2 years or longer. But and when my heart started beating fast, the only indication that I really, really had was my watch. And to be honest, I'm a single guy. I'm a normal guy, and like most guys, I don't go to the doctor all the time. When every little thing happens, and I can tell you that without this watch, I would probably have been dead. And I suggest if you have a guy in your life that I would just buy him the watch. I wouldn't even care. It's got all kinds of features, but this one is really, really pays for itself. And but it'll tell you what you need to do. It won't say, "Hey, go to the hospital," but it'll give you all the indications that you need. And but let me tell you about bypass surgery. I've had, let's see, probably 8 or 9 surgeries in my life. Nothing like this though. I woke up and I was totally immobile, and I had tears running down both sides of my face. And for 3 hours, I asked those nurses to just let me die because it was such a pain. I was in so much pain, and I'm still in a little pain, but it's getting better. Um, but this and the only way to know, I don't care what anybody says, is a heart catheterization. That's the way to tell if you need surgery. And but anyway, this is my Apple Watch story, and it saved my life, and I had a feeling that it would when I bought it. Um, I I tell you, you just have to get one. Um, and the newest one will give you an EKG, um, and they're constantly working with things. The reason I didn't get the new one was I was going to skip a model because they were talking about checking blood sugar with the sweat on your skin, and they're still working on that. So I thought I would skip a model, you know. This one here with the, you shake it because it'll turn off, but it's got so many features. This one is the most important one, I think, though. The newest one has got an accelerometer that can tell if you've fallen, and if you don't respond to the watch in a certain amount of time, it will automatically call 911. You can call 911, but if you don't respond to it, it will call for you in case you knock yourself out. I hate to think about that, but you know, I am getting a little older. Um, so anyway, I didn't let a lot of people know about this surgery ahead of time because um, I didn't want anybody to worry unnecessarily. And that's exactly what people do. After the surgery, it's fine. And because everything is okay, they know you're okay, and there's no worry, you know. So anyway, I love everybody that did respond, that knew. Um, and I'm sorry if I worried you at all, because it wasn't my intention to worry anybody whatsoever. So go buy your man a watch, okay?